Hello, hello. Um, Good evening, good afternoon, good morning. I just arrived home. I just came from the AI Expo 2026 in the Washington D.C. Today I went in there. I was there probably around 11:30 or so, and then walked around, spoke to some people. Yesterday I had exams, so I didn't not really have a chance to go through the whole thing and to get film. Just walked around it and went back home. But then yesterday when I had a camera, it was kind of weird to go around with a GoPro. People looked at it, they knew it was GoPro, and usually GoPro is famous in like skiing or skydiving or very action-based stuff, right? So when you have it, people kind of question it, why is that a GoPro for? Is he a vlogger or something like that? Is he part of the company? What is he filming? Or people have those questions, right? And so I bought sunglasses. That's a couple weeks ago. I think I made a video. You can scroll down in my videos. I bought Meta glasses. I tried them on and they are not good, so I returned them. I bought new glasses, or sunshine. These are new glasses. So today was the first time I've ever tried them. This is the reason why I bought them in the first place, is to use them in an area where people are very sensitive, right? So in the AI Expo that I went in today, people saw it, recognized it, but most people did not recognize it. And the best part of this glasses is that when they are recording, they don't show. Meta, they flash it. When they're flashing, people can tell it's recording. This does not, because the flashing is in the middle of the side. So people are asking me, is that recording? I would say no, but I don't know if it was recording or not, because at some point it was just flashing blue. So it says on instruction that if it's recording, it's gonna flash red. Like my camera now is flashing every second, so I can tell it's recording. However, this one, when I click record, it was flashing red, but at some point in the middle of the conversation, it will just go blue. So I don't know if it was turned off automatically, if it was still running. Now I do know it was on because when somebody called me, it was ringing in my ear because it has microphone in it. That's how I know it was on. So the battery was still working. It was recording until I turned off. That's how crazy it was. Because I had turned off because when I was going to the bathroom, I went to the job fair. There was job fair on the bottom level. The job fair was for top secret clearance. People top secret clearance. It's like things that you need to work in the government. So I went there, but I didn't want to film this recruiter because there's a sensitivity of filming people, and I knew my guys were filming secretly, so I just turned them off and put them in my bag. Now I put them in my bag because even if it was recording secretly, it will be in a bag, so I won't be recording a video. So if I'm editing, I can take the video out. But overall, I'm excited to see what it brings. So I just put them on. I think it's dead right now. The battery is running out, so it's charging, and I don't know how to connect it, but I think I have to click here, I believe. And I also don't know if I have to click somewhere here. It says to record, you have to do some little thing. So you have to, what the instruction says. So take the video, because last time I did it. Okay, so take the video out, put it by a computer, connect the camera using the USB cable, select the camera drive to access the recorded content. Okay, so yeah, it doesn't say the camera has to be on, but I'm pretty sure it has to be on, and because it was dead already, so it's still charging. After it's finished charging, it's gonna pop up here on the screen, hopefully. So that being said, here are the feedbacks, right, about this expo. I'm gonna go there tomorrow as well. It was pretty good. It was exciting to see a lot of companies doing startup work and many AI based stuff. This sounds new because AI hasn't been around for a long time, but it was very, very exciting. I did not see OpenAI, did not see Claude. So that was also, Claude is also part of the Anthropic. So I did not see Anthropic in there. Maybe they didn't sponsor this, I'm not too sure. So those big guys, they are not in there, but there was Nvidia, there was AMD, there was HP. So those are great because those ones, they handle data centers and the GPUs and macro chip and all these things which is needed for the AI. There were some policies, think tanks, lobbyists who obviously lobby the government to ensure that the government approves these programs, this type of AI. So that was good. So something that I enjoyed is the fact that as an econ person, as I'm doing economics, what I did in school, the research papers on energy infrastructure, was very relevant to some of the companies because these companies are struggling with everything they're setting is tied to economical. They are trying to save money by. All right, so my camera got corrupted. It keeps getting corrupting. I don't know. I think I need to. Usually I'm supposed to refresh my memory card every single time because if you don't, it becomes corrupt. So I need to do that because I have so many videos on the camera. It's really hard. So I will try to sort of like go to use my other memory cards which has like 2 hours on it, then refresh it and then try to sort of like upload all the videos on the internet, then I could refresh it. This one has so many videos, it has many huge space, but so many videos on this one that I cannot really I have like 6 hours, 7, 8 hours of videos I'm making, so I won't have a chance to upload all of them, but I'm gonna use that one. But anyways, what I was saying is that the conference was really good, conference or summit, however they call it. I enjoyed meeting employers. In fact, I enjoyed meeting people who were familiar. These companies, I met them last year at AWS Summit. So seeing it for the sake, remember last year, this was June, I believe June or July 2025. At the time, I was not planning on doing a master's degree. 2 years later, I did a master's degree. So going back was totally different. Now I was talking about the jobs that they are hiring for that I also qualify for, except that some of these people need top secret clearance to have one. So it was very positive, it was very nice. The AI is really booming and people kind of like embracing it instead of like being against it. Another thing that I enjoyed is that there was not like training companies, there was more like real companies attending, because usually these conferences have many people training for the AI or training for software, right? And they're trying to like sell you their programs instead of like, explaining what they do as companies. I think those training software companies, I think they are going out of business right now. They're also maybe filing for bankruptcy, because if you teach somebody how to do programming, software engineering, and they can't get a job, AI is doing everything. You're not helping them, right? So I think I don't see that many software engineering selling those products, trying to teach people how to program. I think it's because those jobs are becoming obsolete. But there were many AI startups, which is good. It was very, very positive to see AI startup in the startup space doing amazing job, working with federal government, working with public sector, private sector, non-profits, finance, individual. It was good. It was very, very positive. I want to shout out to people who were able to explain to me about the job market, reviewed my resume. Shout out to clearance community. I gathered some many stuff, so I have this gift from them. The first guy I met was this company is called Infrastructure. It's called That's what its name, company's name. Yeah, it's called Thermal Bond Building. And these guys, and I'm not marketing them. I'm not marketing any of these companies. I'm not affiliated with them. That's the first disclaimer here. But these companies, they are. Let me put this on. This looks really, really good. So these companies, this company over here, they do build data centers. They will build a server and bring it to your own house. I mean, to your own company. So if you're a company and you are using, you'll see the video. If the video comes up, or you'll be able to see it on the internet. I don't know if it's gonna come up or not. But you know, these data centers, these big companies like AWS, whatever, these companies, they build big data centers, and then they have them all over the world. They have them in the US, North, East, South, Southwest, Middle East, Middle West. And then they have data centers in other countries like Africa and Asia and Europe. They do this because if one area shuts down, then the cloud computing from another place, from another area, can keep operating, so they don't run out of this. These guys, however, they are building this like a mobile data centers. You can bring to your own house, and you can have it set up at your own. I keep saying house, but your own, company, your own office, on your own area. They will help you install it, and then you can just. It's very less costly according to the salesman, and then you can just control your own data, your own information, so you don't have to give information to someone else. Okay. One of my biggest questions was, ask him that does they think that the federal government should do the same thing? Like we see Elon Musk coming in, and because the federal government in the United States, including the states and the cities and agencies, they use one single data center, one single cloud computing service, which is Amazon, AWS. And then every single company, including every single public sector uses AWS. Not all of them, but some of them use Amazon cloud computing services. And when somebody like Elon Musk came in, he had the privilege of accessing each and every single information, even though he didn't have to. So that was very concerned. But to this company, right? They say that you don't have to worry about that. If DoD now is the DOW, from a DOW's Department of Defense or Department of War, DoD, right? They can have their own server. Then the Department of Energy can have their own server. Department of Federal Reserve can have their own server. The statistics data can have their own server. The Congress can have their own. So having multiple servers can prevent, a huge disconnect or some kind of, some kind of interference, right? So that's what I think was very interesting about this company. I don't know about individuals. If you're an individual, you need this, perfect. They have really powerful stuff. So that was one. This was good. I don't like wearing hats, but it's good to have this one because I'm in the future, just to hang out. Then this is their socks. They gave me a socks. That was good. It's called a Thermal Bond Building. Okay, so check them out if you need a company that can handle your stuff. All right. Sock grab. All right. Second was this was from I think this was from NVIDIA. Yeah, this is NVIDIA. So they're showing you the process that what it takes to build the applications. So here's where you are. So you're on this side where you're using an application you're using Google, Facebook, whatever that is. But this is behind the scene. You have the models, you have infrastructure, you have chips, you have energy, right? This is where I am. This is why economics is very interesting, because economics, we see all of this. We see the energy cost, the manufacture of chips, which involves Chips Act. I talked about this in my infrastructure research. Infrastructure, right? This includes buildings and roads and access to the roads and those things. The model, this is what I do in data, big data, building the model that can predict the outcome. Then you have the final, which is applications, right? This is a lot of teams, and inside each packet, it involves other steps, right? Can you see energy, converts power into intelligence, chips turn energy into computation, infrastructure scales computation into AI factories, models generate intelligence from data, applications turn intelligence into economic output, right? Even in more steps, and in more steps, and more steps. This was very, very interesting thing to have, and how they're explaining it to the public. This is something you don't get this if you don't work in the government. The government people have many access to information because you need to know these things. If I talk for the government, I need to know these things. So this was NVIDIA. I love NVIDIA. It's one of my favorite company. And then these guys as well. This is like College of Information Cybersecurity. I'm not gonna be in cyber, but these guys, they train military and many individuals. So if you want to sign up for them, please do. Then I met the FBI guys. They explain the FBI jobs and many specialties. So I got this for free. This is like for cleaning your glasses, or maybe my computer, my camera as well. And I got free pen from the cyberspace. Then you have the FBI hiring. I don't think I'm working for FBI, but if I have to, that would be cool. So that was one area. Then I got free t-shirts from the clearance team. You can see the shirt looks cool. Alright, these guys, they helped me with my resume as well. So thanks for the clearance team. Okay, so what else did I get? I'm trying to think here. I got this one for free. This goes in here as well. Oh, this is from different employers as well. So pretty good memories to have. Then I got free bag from Strategic Alliance Business Group. These guys, they don't have a job. They do have jobs, but all of their jobs are only in they need to have a clearance. That's one thing. I got a soda from them. I got a coffee from them. Chips from them. Then this company is called Rhythmic company. I know the lady who works here. She was one of my best friend. We worked at DMV, AWS DMV organizer. I think these guys, they help train those AWS certificates, cloud computing certificates. So they're consulting, working with AWS. So very good people. I didn't see the lady, but I was able to see the guy who works there as well. So that was good. And this is my favorite part. Radar is a company that does work with the government. And one of the lady who works there, she's a Catholic University, alumni, and she asked me to apply. If I find a job, she can give me a referral. So when I was there, I met even other recruiters, even though they were hiring only in engineering. They gave me good advice. They are good people to chat with. So this was one of my favorite. It's a car. It's part of NASCAR, and they do actually sponsor NASCAR, which I love NASCAR. You can see them. There's McDonald's down here. There's McDonald's. There's PepsiCo, Dr. Pepper. Yes, NASCAR. There's NASCAR here. Good tires. Like one single vehicle has many companies in here. You have Raiders. You have McDonald's. You have Dr. Pepper. You have TRD. You have Good Tire. Like, these are companies here. This is beautiful. Imagine having like 10 of these. It'll be cool. So I'm at AMD. This is AMD. They do like this. They ready. I don't know why I'm putting them on the internet, but actually, I mean, this is public, right? Steampunk. I made these guys before. I made them again. I was able to speak with them. I was able to sign up for job applications. So I hope they give me a job someday. They are bored. Goes there as well. Then I like this. This is pretty good. Defense Intelligence Agency, DIA. These guys are also hiring. but they only hire experienced people. I like this, the spinning. It used to be popular back in the day. This was from assertive professionals people. This was from HP. So the HP company, they also have AI embedded. If you ever spoke to somebody on a computer, on a Zoom, and you see the Zoom moving around, right? That's because if people do sales, they do this a lot. They can have a camera that is following them wherever they are going. The camera detects the movement, and they can zoom in. If you can also zoom, you can also do a Zoom call. You can do a conference call, a meeting call, interview, anything like that. This will do a great job. This HP do a great job. This particular pin here, you put it on your phone or your laptop or your keys, and then whenever you are, you connect with your app. And whenever you are, it's gonna tell you where you left your something, right? It's gonna tell you where exactly you are, like the connection it is. Okay, so this will be good to put in your vehicle so that you can track your vehicle's GPS, I think. So if I go back tomorrow, I'm gonna get another one so that I can have like 2 or 3 of them, and then track where because especially when I park my vehicle, I remember where I parked. This is gonna help out. It helps you track proximity meter. The yellow rings are an indicator of the connected signal strength. The more yellow rings, the closer you are to a spot. You can use this feature like a game of hot and cold to help locate a missing spot. If the feature is enabled, your phone will sound an alert each time your phone and spot get too far apart, out of range. This feature can alert you before you accidentally leave an item behind you. So if you leave an item far from where you are, it will automatically alert you that you just left something out behind, and it's gonna bring back. So it's a good thing to have, and you can also leave in a vehicle and track it wherever you are. So really good, really good stuff. And that was for free. That was part of the gift. I got also free socks from these guys. I did not get a chance to talk to them, but their company's name, I don't know the company's name. I'm not sure the company's name. But this was defense. These guys, they only hire clearance folks. So if you have a clearance, you cannot work for these guys. And then you have, obviously, I think I talked about AMD already. I'm not sure their name, their email here, but these guys were hiring. They also have sponsorship. This is from Copenhagen University. Alright, what else do I need? So this company here is Defense Intelligence Agency. They are always hiring for different positions, finance, different areas, but you gotta have clearance unless they sponsor you. Free cup holder, that was good as well. What else did I get? I still don't know what this does. Oh, this one goes in your vehicle. Then if there's like a drink, it holds your cup to remain stabilized. So you put in your cup holder in your vehicle, then the cup remains stabilized so it doesn't fall or shake. So that's what they told me. I don't know what else I have in here. So this came out. That's strange. So this over here, this is for opening a drink. So if you want to open a drink, or if you want to sharpen your knife, this is for sharpening a knife or making the edge. So this is for survival. It's called survival skills. I got this from Momentum as well. Company Momentum is hiring, but then you need to have a clearance as well. Alright, I don't think I have anything else in here to share that I may have received. Obviously this is for the Raiders. They are hiring a lot of jobs. Very nice company. Then I saw another company called Century, which was also a good company. So I mentioned last time how I received free Sunny glasses from NVIDIA. This one is from this company called Amentas. They are giving free glasses, and these are good for when it's sunny. Okay, isn't that cool? Put them on and just be cool. So I have 2 of these. The other one is for NVIDIA. The other one is for NVIDIA. This one is for Amentas. Yeah, Amentas. So normally when I bring these homes, I usually forget, but I'm gonna be taking this wherever I go, because when I'm outside and it's sunny, I put them on. So I don't have to worry about the sun. Also, it's usually windy. I don't have to worry about wind. So that was pretty much it. There's nothing else to share that I just received for now. Everything else just look the same. Everything looks the same. I don't know if this company is this. But anyways, this is the cup that I received from these guys. Then they gave me this, which is like a paper holder. Holds the paper, so that was good. And I like the eyes. See, if you do this way, it looks like it's hard. It's like somebody's holding the paper. So these are like hands, like 2 people are holding hands for paper. So that was cool. I like the aroma too. That looks good. So that was pretty much it. I don't have anything else that I just received. And I will look back about these things, and this is good too, like, because if I ever, let's say I get a job and in the future I lose the job, I know whom to reach out to. Let's say I get a job and my company says, we want you to find a client whom we can collaborate with, or you can reach out to for help. I will be like, oh, I know Accenturies, I know Rados, I know, intelligence community, right? I know these things, so it's easier. This is good for me. It's also good for the future of anyone I will be working with, right? It's the best part about this type of jobs, is the ability to help other people as well. Also, many folks got laid off last couple weeks from the government. So knowing these people is that if you end up getting laid off, you can always reach out to these folks, and they will be able to help you out with jobs applications. So that being said, this is really good. I love it. I'm enjoying it. And these companies, they are beyond just AI. Also, I received one of these as well. This is a cleaning cloth, but this company over here, Rome, they do like remote work where you can connect with people. You can manage different people. So they replace Zoom, Slack, and then most. They are trying to replace Zoom and those things. So you can manage different people on a crowd on like a Zoom, but you don't have to go to different rooms. You just these guys, they do like differently, so you can have different rooms, and then you can like knock on different rooms and get an update from them, things like that. They are still developing, they are still new, but it's very hard to like adapt them if we are used to Zoom and Microsoft. Those are big guys in the game. But I think they're trying to embed the AI into this. They had one already presenting it. Only one person was in there. Oh, I have more stuff here. So I gotta, this is the pen from last time. I don't know what's in here, but it must be exciting. Let me see what's in here. Okay, so it's a flavor. Sugar-free peppermint. This peppermint there. So that you don't smell in your mouth. So let me see. So I think that, oh, there's more stuff here. Okay, so I received a charger. This is a charger, all right? What's the obsession? What's the obsession of giving out free chargers? Like, it is a new trend, because like this wasn't a thing a few years ago. Now they have chargers right now, like for Samsung, for Apple, different Apple products. Like, this is pretty good. Like, I needed this few years ago. Now they're giving out for free. Isn't that cool? This is like Pride. Okay, so this was good. I have many of these. Okay, so this is antibot. Okay, and this lady, Lee Yang, she's a PhD, and she's the co-founder and the CEO, and she's based in San Jose, California. So this is a robot that you speak to and it responds. You will see my videos once it's uploaded. But if you also see my other video that I filmed yesterday, I spoke with a bot. I was asking for the question. It's a robot, but it's like a software that you ask. It's like ChatGPT. Then I received this, and this is also another charger, which I think was also cool. And I like the other one, this one. This looks like can be extended to much longer charging. So it was very, very good. I'm really surprised how they're giving out free chargers. It's a new trend. It's a new thing that I'm not expecting to have. Okay. So I don't see anything else I can share right now. I don't have anything else. And okay, this goes in here. But I appreciate this guys for giving me free stuff that I don't have to pay money for. And it definitely saves you more money and more time as well. Okay. Other than that, then did I forget anything else? Yeah, I don't have anything else. They had me spin on something. I think it's called the Retina Synthetic. And the spins, I won this one. This one they gave me. It's like a note, but taking. Okay. That's pretty much it. I appreciate this, guys, and hopefully I will be able to get a job for these people and get to work for them. And yeah, that's all right for today. And thanks for watching. Like always, the feedback. Yesterday I took the exams. I didn't do well as I expected. I performed the reporting because the exam was based on a book, not based on like real world scenario. So I had to read the entire book, which I did read, but a lot of things that are in the book are more like outdated. So like last year, like they have tariffs in the book, which is outdated. It was also like more opinionated stuff. So it's more like, do you understand the book? Do you know the facts? Professor, before the exam, he made it clear. He said that if you think something is, if you do not second guess yourself. Okay, if you think the answer is correct because it's correct, that's because international trade is more of there's no facts in international trade. You cannot just sit here and be like, oh, we shouldn't have tariffs. Or you cannot just sit here and say, we should have tariffs, or we should have quotas, or we should have, different ways of trading, because, and you cannot just say, US should stop trading with China, start trading with Germany, or should stop trading with Canada, start trading with Africa, right? There is no rule of thumb. You cannot sit there and be like, oh, we should buy everything from China. Maybe if we pass tariff, we can be the one shipping things to China. Maybe there's a better ways of making things cheaper, right? So there is no one way or the other, because international trade is based on economists believe that we benefit more when we trade with other countries, and that's true to some extent. Of 11 minutes, that is true to some extent. But when you do, when a country is becoming, this is called comparative advantage, when a country is becoming more efficient in producing something at lower prices, it makes the buyers, the consumer in that country, they benefit more, right? They benefit. However, the corporations and the jobs, they lose. When companies use quotas, the exporting companies gain because they can ship more, get more money. When companies pass tariffs, when countries pass tariffs, the employees gain, they gain. The companies also gain because they'll be getting the domestic companies gain because they are getting more benefits, but the consumer lose. Like we see at Donald Trump, before Trump's tariff, if you are a consumer and you want to buy, I don't know, you wanna buy glasses made in China, you can buy this thing for, I don't know, $10, right? But when Trump adds the tariffs, if there's a company in the United States and that company makes the same glasses, but they charge $50 with tariffs, you can buy, you have to pay $50, which matches them, which helps American companies, helps American workers. However, it doesn't really, it doesn't help the consumer, because if I'm spending $10 on these glasses made in China and I'm saving $40, that the $40 will be used to have 9 minutes. Those $4 will be used to help other things. So if I spend $40 on these glasses, they're made in the United States. Workers are getting paid to have jobs. If I spend $40, I won't be able to go and I'll be able to go out and do other things with the extra money. But if I spend $10 on this thing and I save $30 on this extra money, I can use that money to buy other things, travel on airplane, pay for AI made in the United States. AI is very competitive on those things, so I can pay for AI. I can pay to fly on airplane because the United States is competitive on making airplane manufacturing. I can use that money to go to school. I can use that money to buy expensive stuff, right? So you allocate the money to something else. So that's why economists depends on which economist you talk to. They favor their anti-tariffs. They don't believe in interference, protectionism, because tariffs and quotas and other measures, they are known as protectionism. All right. So that's the idea behind this international trade, right? There are other implications like national security, right? So if the government right now, let's say all our AI, let's say everything in here, let's say all of these guys, right? All of these guys are Chinese, right? Would you trust Chinese to handle the American data, social security, financial documents, military operations? Would you trust another company? No, which means we need United States companies, right? However, it's very expensive to operate an AI company in the United States. So most companies, they want to hire cheap labor from China, hire cheap labor from India. But if they do that, they save money, but in return, it look at the bird over there, small tiny bird. In return, we have to compromise, right? Can we sacrifice national security? That's for this. So because of that, the government subsidizes these programs, which is why we see them in DC. They're here for subsidies reasons, right? They are getting the subsidy, they're getting the money from the government, the contracts, right? And that creates rent seeking. Also, the consumers, they lose. Like I cannot use these programs because they are very expensive because they're in the United States, right? So those are things that the economists talk about. So when I was doing the exams in the, especially for somebody like me who's very heavily involved, other students they memorized the book so they can pass. I memorize the book because there are many things that I disagree with the book, right? I have my own ways of what I think should be done. Look at the bird is feeding. I think this is his kid. Do you see that? I think they are feeding each other. Anyways, I don't know how birds in my. Oh, there are more. There's another one over there. There's one over here. There's one on that side. So, that being said, I just want to say that this was very interesting to see on how these companies are operating. They are operating in the United States and they are seeking for the government fundings. So, international trade was done. Hopefully, I will get good grades. Hopefully, I don't regret it. I'm very excited about these programs. I'm excited about this Caltech University curriculums. The professor has been working in the industry for like 20 years, actually more like 30 years. He worked for World Bank, IMF. He worked for like Indonesia, and then like which country is this? It's like China or whatever. Not China, but Vietnam, right? So he has very, very, very intensive experience. And this is like what I like about the Caltech University is that they put you in the hands of people who have been there. So you are learning from an experience. Usually other universities, you are being taught by a professor who never worked in an industry before. Then when you graduate, you have to go meet those people, right? This guy, like, he's in the room. Like when I was doing things about Uganda, this guy was like, "Yep, I worked on that 1998, or I did that 1997, or I know the guy who did this. I need the guy who did this." And he has both academia experience and also same as the real world experience. So this was very interesting. So I learned more from these guys, and they understand. He was very fostering, very welcoming. So good professor. Even like other professors too had more experience. So this was good. The semester eventually rolls out. It's gone. That means I'm gonna have to, prepare for the next semester in fall, and hopefully I will get a job. If you find this video helpful, please let me know. And other than that, ciao ciao, adios, spasiba, and take care and have a good one. And it's already 5 o'clock, so big times. Let me go to sleep. The phone is dying out. My camera is going out. I have 4 minutes. I don't have anything to share right now. Make sure I don't forget anything. Nope, I don't forget anything for Saturday. So Saturday, no, today's Friday. Feels like Saturday. Today's Friday. So that being said, tomorrow I will be able to see you or anyone else out there. Because I'm gonna go back tomorrow in the morning, check out this that time as they wrap up, as they close. Say goodbye to these guys, and things are still tough. There's still more tariffs coming up. Donald Trump's tariffs have 3 minutes, but when the Supreme Court strike the Trump's tariffs on the under the Economic Emergency Powers Act Economic Powers Act of 1970s, Donald Trump and his administration, they switched it and they passed global tariffs, or 10% on all countries around the world. And then different states, they filed lawsuits. So the Supreme Court found out that this 10% tariffs was actually also illegal. So they struck it, but I don't know if they're gonna get rid of it. But what I do know is that right now there's a process of refunding companies that lost the money under the reciprocal tariffs of Russia. So very legal process. Okay, this is very overwhelming. This is very overwhelming. I have 2 minutes. Look at the bird. I like these birds. Look at that. Hello. Can you see me? No, I don't think they can. But my camera cannot zoom in, but I can see the bars here. So I don't know how, like, this is like living in DC, going to school here is overwhelming. Like, it's a lot of things to take in, but also this makes me learn how to cope with stress and so much information. When I hear that, when I hear the prices going up, the price of gas going up, there's war in Iran. It's not yet settled. Then you have countries in Africa that are struggling to maintain their energy because they are running out of gas and fuels. There's political pressure. Some countries cannot even they cannot pay their employees, so we might see protests coming up soon. So there's a lot of pressure going on right now, both on the World Bank, and some people are going to be quitting, and when they quit, they post those jobs for people to get hired. And when you start working, you realize it's stress, it's a lot of work to do. The US, same thing, a lot of pressure, international pressure. Then you have midterms coming up, you have a lot of elections coming up, right? Governor's race, senator's race, Congress race, right? And then you're going to have president choosing the next candidate for next year as well. So a lot of pressure coming up, and it's going to be really, really tough. Okay, midterms will be really tough. So if Democrats come to the DC, it's going to be a lot of pressure because they're going to come in and change everything, and nothing will get done. So it's going to be a lot of pressure coming up here in DC. But I was told by a recruiter from Radar that DC is a good place to be for a good opportunity. You stay here, you gain experience, then you can move on to work in other areas. And living in DC gives you the opportunity to be able to have experience in different fields. Okay, so that being said, my camera is running out of thing. Thanks for watching. Like always, ciao ciao, bye bye, adios, spasiba, take care, bye bye. Enjoy the bed here.